Hello once again, and in this video we're going to be dealing with Ozymandias of Egypt by Shelley. Now Ozymandias was the Greek name for the ruthless, proud Egyptian pharaoh Ramesses II. The main idea in this poem is to teach the reader how even the greatest men and the empires that they built are inevitably destroyed by the ravages of time, and how their legacies are fated to decay into oblivion. Shelley was said to have been expelled from Oxford University because of his revolutionary ideas on politics and religion. Shelley disliked all tyrants like kings and dictators, as we will see in this poem Ozymandias of Egypt. The text of the poem goes, I met a traveler from an antique land, who said two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survived, stamped on these lifeless things. The hand that mocked them and the heart that fed, and on the pedestal these words appear, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare. The lone and level sands stretch far away. So as we find in the text, Shelley says that he met a traveler who was from an antique land, which is Egypt. The traveler tells him that there were two huge legs of a statue standing in the middle of the desert. The body of the statue had probably been destroyed and vanished. Beside the stone legs was a stone-carved face, half buried in the sand. The speaker describes the look and the characteristic on the face. The sculptor had done a wonderful job of capturing the arrogance, the ego and pride in the way he carved out the wrinkled lip and the sneer of arrogance while he gave his cold commands. The appearance of the face shows how well the sculptor studied the passion and emotions of the man before carving his face. Now the statue was the ruined remains of the king Ramesses II of Egyptian civilization, who was also called Ozymandias by the Greek. The sculptor seemed to be mockingly depicting the self-importance and thirst for power of Ozymandias in his work. He carefully and painstakingly used his talented hands to bring out the expression and the passion of the king's heart for the world to read and understand that person or the king Ozymandias long after he had ceased to exist. Now we all know that a person's face mirrors the emotions and the passion that he feeds his heart. If we feed our hearts with angry thoughts, the expression of anger mirrors on the face. If we feed our hearts with fear, it appears on our face. Similarly, the king Ozymandias fed his heart with so much self-importance, arrogance, and pride that the sculptor's hand carved those passions on that lifeless stone face. On the pedestal of the bodiless statue and beside the proud face half buried under the sand, there were these words written, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Which meant that my name is Ozymandias, I am the King of Kings. Look around and see my amazing works in this surrounding area. Look around. Look around if you think you are mighty and powerful. Look at all this splendor and feel defeated. Look at all my wonderful works and be in despair, feel defeated, knowing that you are no match to compare yourself with me, the powerful Ozymandias. So the traveler looked around to see what mighty works were being written about, but ironically, there was nothing there, just sand everywhere, apart from the ruins that lay unprotected and decaying. There was only a wide stretch of sand as far as the eye could see. Through this poem, P.B. Shelley talks about how all tyrants and their power must perish, just like the broken statue of the great Egyptian king Ozymandias. It also talks about the inevitability of death, the insignificance of human life compared to the power of nature. The way that the sand covers all the ruins and the way that the statue has been destroyed over time shows the destructive power of nature and destructive power of time. The pharaoh Ramesses II or Ozymandias had once ruled Egypt with such greatness and with wonderful buildings and sculptures all around. He built maybe powerful cities once upon a time, but now it has degraded with time. He built a colossal statue of himself, proclaiming to be the King of Kings and believing that his great works could not be surpassed by any other empire or any other ruler, thinking that those were indestructible. He had such proud and egoistic writings written on the pedestal of his statue. But time had wiped his own mortal self along with everything that he had created, destroyed all his glories and drowned them in the sand into nothingness. That was a short and powerful sonnet about the mortality of human life and the power of nature and time. That brings us to the end of our analysis on this sonnet, Ozymandias of Egypt by P.B. Shelley. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.